What is something that sounds futuristic but is happening now? CAR T-cell therapy. They take the T-cells out of a cancer patient. They train the cells to kill the specific type of cancer that the patient has, and then they put them back in. This therapy doesn't work 100% of the time, but when it does, miracles. It's also expensive as crap for now. I currently work in this field, and am currently commercializing my second CAR T product in my life. My first was Kymria. It doesn't always work 100% of the time, but the next generation of CARs have shown 100% remission rates. CAR T is roughly the same price as a monoclonal antibody. Amgen's Blinticide is $300,000 roughly, and Kymria and Yescard are about $223.50K depending on where you are in the world. So it's pretty competitive. Web link. I've been a type 1 diabetic since 1982. Back when I was first diagnosed, I had to pee on a stick and match the color up to colors on the vial to see approximately what my blood sugar was a couple hours ago. Now I have an animatronic fish that tells me what my sugar levels are, and I don't even have to prick my finger. We truly are living in the future. Please explain more about this fish. I don't know about this. I've got a Dexcom G6 continuous glucose monitor patched onto my arm at all times. It connects via Bluetooth to my phone. My phone sends that data to Dexcom servers on the web. Dexcom then sends that data to another service called SugarMate. I enabled the SugarMate skill on my Amazon Echoes, so they read off data from the SugarMate website when I ask what my sugar levels are. I also have a Bluetooth-enabled Billy Big Mouth bass that is paired to my living room Echo. I can be sitting in my recliner, randomly say, "Computer, ask SugarMate what my sugars are." It will then tell me while the fish moves accordingly. Lots of people use tech for all kinds of amazing life-saving breakthroughs. I use it to make a rubber fish tell me what my blood sugar is. Not all heroes wear capes. As a fellow diabetic, you, sir, are my hero. Thank you. Thank you very much. My next project will be to add a motor to a toilet seat, so I can make it look my toilet wants to eat your poop. It's had googly eyes for years. Now I just need to bring it to life. Robotic prosthetic limbs. I know a guy who lost his arm from a construction accident. He now has an arm that has a fully articulated hand, and is good enough that he can even write with it, though not very well. He said it's worth about $500,000, and also it has done wonders for his ability to hook up with women. I guess a lot of people are curious, and that starts off the conversation. There are actually some amazing innovations in the robotic prosthetic scientific field that have just been published. Scientists have been able to make a prosthetic arm with a sense of touch. This is very important, as it allows for better gripping of objects. The test subject was able to pour a glass of water in half the time it took him with a non-feeling prosthetic. It also allows people to enjoy the sensation of feeling, which is pretty awesome. Also, piggybacking because it's somewhat related, scientists have also recently discovered a way to allow a paralyzed man to type and control computers with only their thoughts. The outside of the brain is the part that deals with bodily motion, so they surgically implanted electrodes and asked him to imagine handwriting letters. Then, a little bit of machine learning magic, and boom. He was able to write on a computer. He was able to write 90 characters a minute. Kind of the ultimate look ma, no hands. Links to articles. Web link. He should try guitar with it. Silverhand. Curious. Right. About the vibrating speed of those artificial fingers maybe. Damn, they're even taking our hand jobs. A program that is able to generate almost any photo using short text input. A San Francisco street? Done. Avocado chair? Yes, why not? A photo of buildings of Poland? Yes, it can do that. It can generate almost any stock photo you can imagine, like any. You can add parameters, lighting, ask a specific picture in the room. It uses 12 billion of pictures and descriptions to do this. There are two downsides, of course. The first one is lots of computational power. The second is that the program is losing the track after few parameters. Also, It can do only 100 by 100 pixels at the time, but it will change fast. It's an AI made by OpenAI. Terrific and amazing at the same time. Web link. I'm fourth generation of an excavating company, and some of our surveying techniques now are unbelievable. When we started in the 60s, you used a contraption called the theodolite and prism, a fancy level used to measure the distance and elevation change of the prism. One of the fondest memories I'll ever hold happened 2 months ago, shortly before my grandpa, the founder, passed away. I showed him how to survey a 30-acre site with a drone in about 45 minutes, all automated, something that would have taken a crew well over a week in his time. I then took the data, had it processed, and showed him the prints of the site right on site with my laptop. He cried. What a cool moment you shared with him. So sorry to hear he passed, but glad you have that special drone memory. I work in the construction industry too. Technology has really made projects easier to plan out and do. Like back in the day, paper blueprints were how you visualized a job. Big huge paper rolls that were a pain in the butt to carry around and store, and the prints were easy to damage because, well, they're paper. If there was ever a change to the prints, you'd have to wait for the drafters to draw them, print them, and send them to your job. Nowadays the foreman or project manager carry an iPad with all the blueprints, both in 2D and 3D CAD drawing, and can look up every detail of the drawings in seconds. And if the drafters have to make changes, they can email or message the site foreman and give them new prints in a matter of minutes. This isn't your dad's construction site anymore. That's pretty incredible. Being able to control objects with your brain. I know it's still in its infancy, but the fact that we can even attempt to do stuff like that is crazy. Saw a video of a prosthetic hand/forearm doing this, and my first thought was Star Wars. Transparent OLED display. Technically all LCDs are transparent, but they don't make their own light, unlike OLED. That's the mind-blowing part. Wait. What? Someone needs to break it down for me and explain like I'm 5. Edit. Thank you to everyone who has responded. You all did a great job of breaking it down and treating me like a 5-year-old. Now it's time for my juice and my morning nap. Easiest way to explain it is like an old-school original Game Boy. All its screen could do was generate the image, but not the light, which is why those really funky light accessories were sold. Essentially, most LCDs have lights that shine in from either the edges, edge-lit, or backlit, of the screen that illuminate the whole thing so that you can see the image being generated by the temporary color filters it's making with its crystals. On an LCD, when you see something red, it's not red light, it's a red-colored filter with white light being shown through it. This is also why newer screen tech like OLED generates blacker blacks. Because with LCD tech, you still have to shine light on the completely black filter, which makes it appear kind of grayish. Olds actually generate no light for blacks, so they're inky and rich. Edit. I had suggested that olds generate a tiny bit of light for black colors, but that's not correct, they shut off completely. This is also a great reason to have a black background on modern cell phones if battery life is a concern. It sounds stupid, but your biggest battery drain on your phone is its screen. There's a drone flying autonomously on Mars. Funny how we always hear about the drone, but I was more impressed with the rover splitting carbon dioxide, creating about 10 minutes worth of breathable oxygen, on Mars. Wait, what? This was a month ago. Web link. Oh my god, they call the equipment that actually did the thing Moxie. That's incredible. If I've learned anything, it's that NASA scientists are adorable. They have curiosity saying happy birthday to itself every year. Remember that they sent a probe to Jupiter? It was called Juno. Jupiter's moons are named after all his side chicks. In the mythology, Jupiter is able to make a vast cloud around himself to hide his shenanigans, except Juno finds a way to see through it to see his true nature. Who is Juno, you ask? Jupiter's wife. So we sent a probe, named after Jupiter's wife, to go and see the true nature of Jupiter, hanging around up there in space with all his side chicks. You know the scanner and arm on Perseverance? The scanner, who finds everything, is called Sherlock, while the arm that supports it and allows it to do all that stuff is Watson. Just something I found really cute. A blood test to diagnose Alzheimer's. Is this real? It was on Jeopardy tonight, actually, yes. I've been reading about it. It's less than a year old, just getting started, and I'm guessing just the first version of more to come, but it's real and it made my whole day to hear it. That is absolutely awesome. I hope we can see a cure in our lifetime. I hope the same can be applied to ALS. 3D printed organs. I really hope that one day they can just scrape a few of your stem cells, and 3 weeks later they've grown you a new heart, liver, kidneys, etc. It's even better than that. Say your kidneys are failing but still working. One day, you might pop into Doc's office where he will take some skin cells and transform them into tiny kidney starters, which he'll then laparoscopically insert and tie onto a blood vessel. Then send you home. While your new kidneys grow to full-size Abed working function. Then he'll remove the older failing but still working kidneys. Or maybe this will all go down in your kitchen. DIY genetic engineering is taking off. Edit Jesus Christ, yes, they leave the kidneys in unless they are evil and need to be destroyed. We get it. Sorry I didn't go deep in the mechanics on my Reddit poop comment. Hey bro, you mind giving me an butthole transplant? I blew out my O-ring. Seriously? That's the third one this month. You wouldn't download a cartoid. Robots delivering food and packages. Effing robots, stealing our jobs. They took our jobs. Day Turkier Jurb. DRRKT DRRR. Herkudur. Rockets landing upright. To me it looks like bad special effects, because it was never in any good movies. Something I just noticed the other day. CFL light bulbs became popular and all but got replaced by LED bulbs, all within the lifespan of a single bulb. I was replacing a bulb the other day that was a CFL, and I remember the last time I replaced it, the previous bulb was an incandescent. We went from incandescent all the way up to Wi-Fi controlled LED smart lighting at an astounding rate, but what impresses me more so is the capability of new bulbs. I remember as a kid being amazed by my grandparents' new dimmer switch and the fact they could control the brightness. Now I can turn my lights on/off, adjust their brightness and change the color, all using a voice assistant, or using an app from anywhere in the world. I was born in the early 80s, so practically everything. I literally own most of the sci-fi gizmos I saw on TV as a kid, or even cooler versions of it. Virtually all medical news is mind-blowing. CRISPR/Cas9. Research into telomeres and anti-aging. Nanotechnology is actually real. Self-driving cars are kind of already around but are getting better all the time. Edit. Swapped alleles for telomeres. One of those genetic words, I tell ya. If you think about it, microwaves are actually insanely futuristic. Easily heat up food within literal seconds versus waiting 20 minutes for an oven. Now I just can't wait for the instant pizza from Back to the Future. mRNA vaccines are being created for malaria, cancers, a universal flu vaccine. All kinds of previously incurable illnesses are about to be history. I'm very excited about the news that BioNTech hopes to have MS cured in 5 to 10 years. I won't get anything back, but I won't lose more, and that's okay. Edit. Corrected company name. I have a lot of MS symptoms, and my neurologist just started running all the tests. It sort of makes me happy that if it is MS, at least I will live a long life given the state of medicine today. Unfortunately, like you said, repairing nerve damage seems to be outside of our lifespans. I still feel a tiny bit blindsided by lab-grown meat suddenly being commercially viable. Would not have predicted that one. Those drone light shows too. What year was it where radio-controlled drones just kind of showed up, and became commonplace? I think around 2015 was when they really took off. Private companies launching rockets into space like it's no big deal. You can literally walk outside one night and think, what the F is that? And someone will tell you, oh, that's just the latest SpaceX launch. And you go about your business. The fact that you can watch 1080p live streams from the rocket itself like it's just another Twitch stream is what gave me pause. Was having a beer with my significant other on the back patio the other night. She looked up and freaked out, asking what the hell those lights were. They were Starlink satellites being launched. So cool to watch. There's a helicopter flying around on Mars. Holy crap, does NASA know? Edit. Thanks everyone, but if you keep up voting and giving awards, someone's going to tip off NASA. Automated vehicles. Germany just got a law allowing it today. Setting the first stepstones. When the powerful but too traditional German car industry catch up. Not that far away now. Lab-grown meats. Your phone's camera might have a focus system that uses. Your phone likely also uses quantum tunneling to create random numbers used for encryption. Web link. I have a device that fits into my pocket. I can get virtually every bit of information produced by the human race if I know what buttons to push. It's also voice activated, so I can just talk to it and figure out when my flight leaves or where the nearest fresh tomatoes are being sold. Developing a vaccine in under a year from patient zero. Smartphones. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.